Hello, and welcome back to second part of our episode Passion Unscripted, where we talk about he is a great guy, but and I just love how we had like the a lot of audience and the messages and how everybody was really involved, and it was fun topic to discuss. So we said, okay, let's do the second part of it. And Dina, I just love our time together. First of all, again, it's me, Irina Portnova, with Dina Alexander. And Dina, it's just like something to look forward every Monday. It's like Mondays are fun because there is something to look forward to, right? Our time together, just exploring, discovering, and learning in between. So Dina, let's
Yeah,
let's talk about he's a great guy, but last time we covered a lot of different things, right? And let's continue our discussion and say what are the things, right? We were talking about the red flags. We were talking about the women kind of read off from men to see from their behavior, from the way that they are around the women. And I just wanted to point out that actions speak louder than the words, right? So don't trust the words, because everybody could speak beautiful stories, but see what that person is really doing for you.
yes, I love it. Yes, as you said, I love the Mondays are fun days.
Mhm.
I love to talk about relationships and what's happening out there. Out there, most of all, I like the intimacy.
Mhm.
However, this topic is the most important, I think, because I
Mhm.
do guide my clients in their dating period. I am an ex-banker and I am ex-bank auditor, so I've written procedures for everybody. So I do have dating procedures. Okay,
Mhm.
so for me it's very important to know the reason why you have, and I'm going to make it bold. You have to recognize red flags before engaging with someone. Okay. um and I like our session from last time because we were so into it and we started talking about all the red flags that you can get in front of you, but
Mhm.
we didn't have enough time to talk about what can happen if you don't recognize or you don't know how to recognize red flags. Okay,
Mhm.
so the first point I wanted to tackle is, um, look, you have to learn how to protect your emotional well-being,
Mhm.
and this is the reason why you need to recognize red flags before those chemicals in your body, endorphins and oxytocin, starts to make you crazy. Because you
Mhm.
think sometimes that you are totally in love, but it's just a chemical reaction. So identifying red flags early on helps protect your emotional health.
Mhm.
Relationships should be a source of support and happiness, not distress and anxiety like the majority is going through. And they aren't even in relationships.
Oh my God,
When
you know what?
you Mhm.
Dina, that's what comment to me as you're talking about. He's a great guy, but he plays hot and cold. This is like for me, like number one thing that that guy is not gonna see me anymore, because if they think that they are so wise and they are gonna just play on our emotions, like you said, like be comfortable knowing that they are not gonna cause anxiety and other negative feelings, right? So for me, it's very important, and a lot of guys miss the point because a lot of girls allow them to act this way, right? So for me, if you start doing this hot and cold, it's gonna be just for me like that's it. I'm not playing the game, so I'm out. And you are the one. You can play as much as you want to. I'm not a part of it. And guess what? They are not interested to do that, because if there is nobody else to play with, the game is over, right? So the idea is be careful, especially if you like somebody, right? And if that person starts doing these things, like, keep your boundaries and know that this is not non-negotiable. If they are gonna do these things, they are just they're not gonna have you in their life. They're gonna lose you.
Yes. You know what, Irina, you while you were talking, I downloaded the following.
Mm-hmm.
You brought me in my dating. Yeah, I'm single, but I'm not really dating. I'm focusing on my clients and my businesses. That's what I love. I'm married to them. But there were a period where I was really dating. So what I usually got was, you're a very dominating woman. You are bossy. You are. I think you you live like a man, like a
Mm-hmm.
masculine. I make my own decisions. I know what I want. So that
Mm-hmm.
was very intimidating. So when a guy starts saying you're a very intimidating woman, then that is a red flag. For me, that's a red flag. Because then you are telling me you already felt that I am too much for you. So I'm not too much. I'm just Dina. And I'm not
Yeah.
going to downshift that person, because it took me a lot to reach here.
You know what, Dina?
So,
Can I just add? It's, when they say you're too much, you just say no. You're just not good enough. That's exactly what it is.
yes, yes. So the lack of respect, I think it's a lack of respect when a woman makes herself smaller than she is because she needs to accommodate that man.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done it. So I need to take that responsibility. I've done it. So I know when a woman is doing it. So I'm not doing it anymore. And if I need to stay single because that's how there is no man out there that they want it
Mm-hmm.
easy,
Right.
then I'll be single.
Mm-hmm.
It is essential to address these issues before becoming emotionally invested. And that's what we haven't spoken last Monday about investing. You can invest in one day of WhatsApping, of messaging each other. You are investing,
Mm-hmm.
because then tomorrow you want to talk again. But if you've seen the red flags, you need to stop messaging. It's a red flag. And you know, you don't give chances. So some people think, but we are not 100%. We have faults, we have our things, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't, at this age, what I know as a sex coach, as a relationship coach, the person at that the first date, I can see red flags, done.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Maybe if I'm invested and I haven't seen. Bruno,
Bruno, finally back with this topic. Yes, Bruno. Okay,
and
so
I
tell
thought
us,
about it.
tell us if we are talking about he's a great guy, but I love the last time you were just filling in the blanks. That was awesome. So you know what, Dina? That's true. Like, the more mature you become, the less BS you're gonna tolerate, right? And that's the beauty of being who we are, right? And we know that nothing is gonna scare us. And if we feel something is not comfortable, we are not gonna tolerate it.
You know, you open up again something very important, because I do guide. He is a great guy, but he doesn't defend me in front of his family. Aha,
Mhm.
that's a good one. I do like to guide young people. You know why,
Mhm.
Irina? But because at young age, women should be thinking like me, or like you. They shouldn't reach at this age and stop tolerating.
Mhm. Right.
And that's why I like these Monday sessions, because at a young, you don't need to experience, because if you had a coach, if you have someone to go to, or if you listen to these podcasts, you would give yourself value at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastico. So let's see what Bruno said. No, it's still on the same. The
Yes.
same.
So, what do you think about this? That he's a great guy, but he doesn't defend me in front of his family. That means that you're not as valuable to him. That means that he's a coward. That's exactly what it is. I mean, like if like with somebody, right? That person really loves you and that person values, then he has to take your side, because what is the point for him to be with you, right?
I think personally that when the time is when it will be the time to reach to meet his family, the lady should already have known that he will never defend her. It will not be a surprise when she reaches there, and she'll need to defend herself, because she already knew that. You understand what I said?
No, I wouldn't even go then with that guy. Why would I
Yeah.
have to go with the guy if I know that
That's
he's not gonna defend me? It's like, hello, no, thank you.
At that moment, it won't be a surprise. If it is a surprise that he is not defending you because you don't know this guy as should, because if you are going to meet the family, you already know that he is a coward, not only in front of his family, because other situations has happened.
Yes.
That you already know that he is not defending. That's what I meant. Okay.
Oh yes,
So-
absolutely agree 100%. Now we are on the same
Oh,
page.
yes, yes, this is a good one. I want you to answer that one, but be nice.
Who, me? I'm answering this one. Yeah, you have to be decisive, right? You have to be decisive, and it's not like about being fast and and being furious, but it's more like, when people feel that, right? Because I know that some people could date for 5 years and still not ready, and then it's funny, like sometimes these couples are broken up, and next thing you know, that guy proposed to somebody else, right? So I think it's very important to realize, if he takes too long, it means you're not like his favorite girl, and just put the time, not put the time frame, but kind of make your own choices, right? And conclusions.
Yes.
Especially, what I think it's very important when people have the similar goals, right? Because that's what I was listening today. I was listening to one of the shorts videos, and the man was saying that it's not about who you have to have the pleasure with, but who you have the similar purpose with, right? So when you have the similar goals, this is something that's going to motivate you to work on yourself, to stay in this relationship, and to work on it, right? So basically, when you meet with somebody, when you're dating, always ask, what are your goals? What are your goals in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years? So it gives you a clear picture who is that person and what they are looking for. Because a lot of times people just dating for fun, but they don't even know who is looking for what.
Yeah, yes. That's why you need to know how to see the red flags to prevent toxic relationships. Red flags often indicate potential toxicity in a relationship, and that's why I need everybody to know what are their red flags. Some people are going out, just as you said, just for the fun, going out, starting a relationship because they just feel lonely, and
Exactly.
that's not the reason why you start a relationship. You need to recognize, you need to know what you want.
Exactly. Right.
He is a great guy, but we are not growing together.
Exactly.
Yes. So I have a question. maybe for Bruno also, but he is out there, but maybe he can answer. So how long would it take for someone to think about growing together or ask for the hand to propose? How long approximately would you
So
think
it's
that?
it's for Bruno question because he's a guy. We are not the ones to propose to Mary. Right? Although there are women in that nature who are like, like this is the date by which you're supposed to propose to me, otherwise you're out. But I think it's more the question for a guy. Bruno, what do you think? How long is it gonna how long would it take to propose? I think it also depends from person to person, right? There are people who are very indecisive, especially around the guys. I think women are more like, boom, let's do it, right? And men are more like in this indecisive space where they would be like, oh, I have to explore, I have to make sure that this is the right choice because I don't want to have like, the post trauma after the divorce and everything else, right?
Good question. It
Yeah.
depends on the people's priorities. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, there we go. There is no Bruno, you didn't help me. So I think it depends on the age. Okay? Because if you don't have kids and you are young and it's a total package, the lady and the men, you should sit together and decide a time frame. But for example, if you are in your late 50s, 60s, and you are in a state that I have everything, I've done everything, so you don't have to rush anything.
Mhm.
So that you can leave it open. I think that's how I think. If you're
Mhm.
young, you need to be very you need to plan, and don't take long, because you want your kids to have young parents, one, and you don't want your kids to have that gap of age between them. It will be nicer if they are the same age. So that's planning, I think.
Yeah, it's your thing because I'm just listening to you. I'm like, no freaking way. I had my first child when I was 31, and my kids are 9 years apart, and I feel awesome. If anybody would ask me, would I do anything else differently? I got married at 27. I had my first child at 31. I had my second one at almost 41, and I feel blessed. I wouldn't change a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's why I said my thing, because for me it was different. I planned everything, so I am a planner. That's why that's my profession now. I take people to their goals. My goal was have my kids young, and plan them, not with a 3 year apart. They grow to up together, and now I have my own business. But that was my planning. Okay, so that's why I said it also. It's not a must for everybody out there, because for someone, your lifestyle is their planning. Okay, and not Bruno didn't say anything. Okay, I have something else that I wanted to share.
Mm-hmm.
Having knowing your red flags, knowing that you can recognize red flags. Let me rephrase. Being aware of red
Mm-hmm.
flags encourages the establishment of healthy boundaries. Because some people don't know their boundaries, but by seeing the red flags, it encourages you to set your boundaries, recognize them, plan them, and that's good. I think it's good.
Yeah.
That's why I use dating also, for people to get to know themselves.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just exploration, right? It's the adventure. Okay, Bruno said that I removed it, but you Dina saw that.
No, I didn't see what you
This comment.
you
You
are
already
already.
live in married life before marriage. It's just a paper. And you said then that he didn't put anything else. And he says that he did. And I didn't remove anything. So Dina actually saw
Oh,
that.
I'm
Bruno.
so sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm seeing it. Okay, I have to read it back. But can you put it back?
Yes.
You're already living married life before marriage. It's just a paper. Hmm. Yes. Yes, but I need to be, yeah, I need to be honest. It's not just a paper, because if something happened to that person, someone dies, yeah, God forbid. But if someone dies, if you had that paper, it would be easier for the ones that is left behind. So
Absolutely.
it's
I
not
agree.
just a paper. I don't agree. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there is a time where you need to see more than that. Okay, but that's, it comes with, I think, with age. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because when I was young, I wasn't thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's now that you see things happening that if they had the paper, things would be much easier. Would have been much easier. You already sleep together, cook together, live together, prioritize together, priorities together. Yeah, I do agree with that. And one of the priorities, if you don't want to get married, at least have a contract, some kind of contract. For if something happens, the other is not abandoned. It's more legal stuff, not so much with love. Yeah, I do know, but we still live. We are still living in the
We are
world.
living in a physical world, okay?
Yes, we are still living in the world. We can't live like that. It will, the one left behind will be suffering. Or both need to let it go, and whatever happens, live the suffering also.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's an agreement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How much of those paper legalities can help with love? Not so much, Bruno. I do agree totally with you. I totally agree with you. It cannot and will not help with love. However, it will help when you are in pain, grieving because the other one left. But at least you were left in peace. You can grieve in peace. That's how I think, because that's I have a lot of clients that if they, even though when someone dies, if they had businesses and they were influencer in the world, there will be always problem for the ones left behind. But if they have a good guidance with professional and lawyers, that kind of stuff, they can help them out. But if, can you imagine if they didn't have any papers, just living together, living la vida loca, and then someone dies, then you have all the bills, because the bills will not be in love, will be in love with you. They will charge you with everything. They will not go away.
But we are talking, Dina, we are talking right now for people who are like living together, just, like, like what they call it, cohabitants. We are not talking about somebody who is just dating. We are talking about people that live together, but they do not legalize their, status, right?
Yeah, but maybe we are mixing. Maybe we have to have a part 3. You know what?
It's never gonna end. Listen, yes.
It's good. It's good because me, red flags for me, the title, he's a great guy, but you will not, those red flags should not be present after when you're cohabiting.
Right.
These red flags should raise when you're dating.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So maybe we should have a part 3. When we're talking about these red flags, you have overlooked them, girl. You are 10 years forward. and you've ignored these red flags. What is
Mm-hmm.
happening? Okay, but
Yeah.
now I'm talking about recognizing. Why is it you need to recognize it at first instance? Okay, you will be saving time and energy. That's what we're talking about. Because by identifying red flags early, individuals can save themselves significant time and energy that would otherwise be spent on relationship that is unlikely to succeed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The
Absolutely.
majority, the majority of divorces, of things, of our problems that arises during marriage, a rise at the start also, but it was ignored.
Mm-hmm.
The majority. If you ask these people, they saw it at the beginning. He is a great guy, but he
Bruno.
is always late for everything. Terrible, terrible. I would never have a second date with this guy. Uh-uh. So we are a Dutch island. I'm on time. If I didn't arrive on time and I didn't call you and say to you, but look, I'm late. It's because I died. Something happened to me. So being on time is for me a must.
Yes.
But some
Mm-hmm.
women don't worry. For
Well,
me, that is
women are more, yeah, women are more notorious for being late. And in some instances, I can relate myself if we are like, used to go out together. My ex husband would be yelling, "How long? Come on!" The kids already in the car, and I'm still getting ready. But it's like when we are ready together, right? But usually, yes, usually I'm not late when I have the meeting, or I'm about to meet somebody and have the day. All right. Yeah, he doesn't get along with my friends. Okay, let's wrap it up and let's have it for our part
that's
three
a
discussion. Yeah, so we are gonna start right with this question. Bruno, thank you so much for stopping by and having fun with us and being that representative of the male population. And we want to know in the comments if, like if any other man would dare to say something and say, no, this is all wrong. Yes, I would love to hear that. Why not? But we'll need a part 10. Yeah, who knows where it's going to take us. But let's just have fun and let's have conversations. The conversation, like in this type of environment, we learn more and we take a good notes of everything what we are learning, right? And it's all about applying and see how it works for you. Again, whatever we are sharing, it's just our way of approaching things. It doesn't mean that this is something that is for you. You are you, and you continue exploring yourself, you continue understanding yourself better, and then just ask yourself these questions, right? What kind of guy is the guy that is for me? What would be the red flags for me? And just let us know in the comments if you're ready to interact. Otherwise, just analyze your relationships and know exactly what to look for and how to have your boundaries. Yes. All right. So great talk as always. Thanks for everybody who is watching live, and thanks for the people who are gonna watch the replay. And let us know. Let us know in the comments what do you think about all these red flags, and maybe what are the ones that you consider the red flags. We would love to know your opinion because we value it a lot, and we love you all. And see you on the next episode. Thank you, Bruno. Bye.